Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, Monday was a bad day. Couldn't stream, but it's fine. Unfortunate, but that's happens sometimes. Real life happens. But yeah, we're back. Hopefully for the rest of the week, if nothing changes. I did a couple of things though off stream. If you followed the Git repository, you might have seen it. If not, not such a big deal. Mostly refactoring a little bit, renaming a little bit, cleaning up for the future release, basically. And yeah, we will keep doing that. I think I can delete that file, and then we are actually on point, like, and we will do the actual thing that is mentioned in the title. Shader properties, let's remove that. I think with that done, my big refactor is done. I can, if there is interest, I can show what I changed, but it's mostly smaller things here and there. And the gist of it will all be in the patch notes anyways. But yeah, restructuring a little bit how games like game engine systems work. And yeah, there's still a couple of things that I would want to try and address, but for now that's a better state than it was before. Let's see if that builds already, because I don't think it renamed everything probably, and we might have the shader properties included somewhere where we don't want them, so let's see. Now we do one last sanity check as well. Basically, if somewhere is graphics API still as a name, okay, well, that is garbage, yes. Let's first remove all of those. Yeah, so that was kind of the... I thought it would have been... I mean, graphics API interface, maybe not the best name. I mean, I don't know why I named it like that, and I think it's fine. I think it's fine. God damn it. Interface, and then this one goes away. Class camera. Okay. Is that fine, or do we still need to change it somewhere? Don't think we need to, but... we might. Here and there. Still need to change some stuff. Alright, so that builds. And we... actually, let's look at that, because I have had that a couple of... oh, it's this one. Okay, I know what that is. Let's ignore that for now. It will be in the last step when we bug fix. Actually, let's let me put that down. Startup crash in render graph when a shader is loaded mid-frame. That can happen. Alright, so then we have here graphics API. That's fine. So yeah, here that should be called graphics system now. So I want to address all of those basically. Okay, well that kind of fixed itself. We don't care about those, they are commented out. So this one can get removed. Okay. Mostly I want to get rid of all the cases where we are maybe forward declaring something. Which we might not want, right? Oh, that's that one. That one we can remove. So that one we can remove, and I think we can remove all of that. Perfect. Don't need that. And here is rename. Perfect. That's really just a smart thing. We could probably like, it's a little bit risky doing that. Not like that. Oh yeah, we need to fix that maybe before shipping. Graphics system. Did it change here as well? Hopefully, right? Yeah. Oh. Perfect. So that's fine. That one can be called graphics API. So that's all Vulkan stuff. So that's fine. Perfect. Okay, well that is fine. Okay. Is that really? Oh yeah, that is. Mm-hmm. What is that graphics system? I think we can carry that. Not quite sure what that comment was for. Okay. Vulkan. Exactly. So those are the ones that I'm looking for, which I'm trying to get rid of, like those forward declarations. Or the rest is really just bonus. I think in 0.5 I want to look at those buffer creations because they are annoying. If I can make that a little bit better, that would be nice. Because I mean the shader loading is already crisp, not gonna lie. That one I really like now. It's way better than it was before. which is kind of nice. Alright, and then here, yeah, that one can go. Not even sure why it's there. Alright, let's do one more search for that. Just to be sure that we kind of addressed all of them. I mean, we might come back and see a couple of places somewhere and then handle them there. But overall, I think I have got them all ironed out. Perfect. I think that's fine. And then the last thing is shade up properties. Do we still have that somewhere? Yeah, we do actually have a forward declaration. Perfect. So let's get rid of that. Did I already get rid of... Yeah, I did, right? Shade up properties, yeah. Did I rebuild that already? Yeah. Okay, so let's build. That should all be fine again, still. And I think then I can submit. And we can start with the performance improvements. Yeah, no, let's start probably with the performance improvements. There's one other small things, but maybe I skip it for 0.4. It doesn't really matter. In the grand scheme of things, nobody will do that. Hopefully. So I can leave that in for now. And the performance improvement is really just the last bit missing. I keep saying that and I keep postponing it. Alright, so that works perfect. Let's actually ship that. So where is my commit here? So I think we probably... What is that? Okay, let's stage that. Fixed sky shader to work. Still work when the camera is below Y0. Can submit that. And then I think all of those are basically just yeah. I don't think I can. I mean, maybe I can actually. Nah, it doesn't really matter. I cannot fix that nicely, right? Can I? I mean, maybe. Even though it's probably broken, let's do it anyways. So we stage that one. Can stage that one. Did I really submit that? God damn it. Jesus. Unfortunate. Let's commit that. Split asset ID into its Alright, so that would be that, and then yeah, I think the rest we submit this one. So that. Yeah, Yeah, that is crazy that this was not a thing yet. There might be one more thing I will do with that, but let's see. Type traits. Oh yeah. Type list. The vector 3 we'll leave out for now. All of those are basically needed. Right, yeah. I think I did a cleanup with includes for most of that stuff as well at the same time, which is kinda nice. Although I'm not sure. Let's see if it builds on the build machine then. I'm quickly as well checking a little bit if it makes sense what I'm submitting here, but or committing. Submitting is the first term. I'm sorry. Asset system. Why would I include that here? Oh, because probably in the header I removed something. Is that it? Now maybe we get to that. I think it's because I did something with the header. Oh yeah, I did a lot of smart things. Oh yeah, here. Oh yeah, because I only do the asset ID in the header. Because that's all I need. But then I need the asset system for more stuff. Perfect. Actually, I think I can just take all the stuff here. Or do I? Nah, I mean, I still want to maybe at least sanity check it a little bit. I mean, that's all smart things. I'm not really checking it line by line, but because most of the time I see the file and know kind of what I did, but if I add just everything as is, so see that one for example I don't like. Might have already missed some that do that, but this one should be at the top. And then the rest. Might have already missed a couple that do that. Which one did I just add? Okay, no, then this is fine. Yeah, the PSO cache. It's a bit of a mess, that one. Oh yeah, this one is a nice change. So basically what that change list that I'm currently compiling does, it split the graphics system into the graphics system, which was previously just the graphics API, and the Windows system, which now is a new system. Before they were living in the same kind of thing, which was a little bit suboptimal, I would say. Yeah, I wanted to look at that, but we will do that later. And yeah, now it's a split basically, and I removed and moved a lot of the definitions around so that we can forward declare more stuff. And it makes it like here, for example, the lighting stuff, the lighting data on the view constants moved into the lighting header and stuff like that. So it's like small movements here and there to make everything a little bit more lightweight when you just need a certain object. And cleaning up the code basically with that. And the other thing is that now that they are split, the loading of their settings is a little bit easier for them. And in theory, it didn't make sense that the window was in the graphics system, and the graphics system didn't really make a whole lot of sense itself anyways, because actually it should have been the graphics API, but yeah, that one is now named graphics system. It's all small, as I said, small details. I think that's fine. And I did a... Okay, in-GUI system is wrong as well. And that one goes up there. Those go down here. Oh yeah, we killed that far, we killed that one. We killed that one, we killed that one, which was bizarre that it was even in there to begin with. And then, yeah, this one is new. I think that's all. Perfect. Create a new window system in Onyx graphics, which will be responsible, which is rename graphics API into graphics system. Public facing graphics API into graphics system. Split out view constants, frame context, and lighting struct into their own headers. I think that's all of that change list. There's more, right? This one, which is... Oh yeah. Restructured. I kind of did it again. I did two things at once. Should have not done that. And it's really hard to submit individually. Let's not mention that, it's fine. It's not such a big deal. Stage. Added explicit constructor to vector 3 for added explicit and we can submit that, and then we push all of those and hopefully it goes through, but probably not. I will have an eye on the second monitor on that, but for now that's that. I think we can then go on to the rest of what the actual stream is about. It took a little bit longer than I thought. Actually, that submit, but whatever. Oh yeah, there's another thing that I wanted to do using, because this is quite nice. Doing this. Okay. Does that not work? Ah, yeah. Using enum. Like that. Flooded recently. Which is actually very nice because it makes that a whole lot easier to read. I might actually submit that right away. Yeah, let's not accumulate that far. Alright, so there was one small thing that I wanted to do, but I don't remember anymore. It was on my list when I went through the files now, but I kind of forgot. Probably I will find out again. So let's ignore it, I guess, for now. Close other tabs, let's do that. Alright. So I think I want to load the default shader again. So what we will do is not do that. Always do that. Wait. That looks weird, right? Yeah, it does. Okay. What the hell? Why is it misaligned? But okay, whatever. So let's do that. So that should load our default shader. And then we will optimize with that, because it's easier, because we need to probably change the shaders. And I don't want to regenerate. Ah, it was this what I wanted to do, yeah. Okay, perfect. Let's actually add that then quickly and submit it, and then we are done. Oh yeah, actually that's a good idea. I will put that on the list of do not trigger a new build CI/CD if the change is not a code file. Can do that in like a 0.5 thing with the polish. We'll not do that with that version here now. Yeah. Oh yeah, there. And then, is it in editor? Shader graph editor. Probably. It's probably volume shader graph editor, if I would have to guess. Is that it? Yep. Perfect. But I guess we have to just live with that. That we currently do that. Be repaired. Volume terrain. Oh yeah, that's already added. Missing localization for volume shader graph editor. All right, let's see how my build system looks. Probably abysmal if I would have to guess, because I did quite a lot of template changes, so probably it failed. Or maybe actually it did work. I think it actually worked. That's fascinating. Didn't expect that. Wait, is this raining? Wait a second. Maybe not. It's still building, so no, it didn't finish yet. It collapsed, I think, a couple of them together. Whatever. Now you can see that it was on my second monitor. I'm stupid. Alright, anyways, let's go on, and I will have it on the... Yeah, it didn't work great. But I mean, let's see if the last one succeeds, but probably not. Can always do that later. Alright, so what I wanted to do is two things. First of all, I wanted to add the logic, or I wanted to, I think, change the octree generation. To be basically always at like the chunk size. Do I have the chunk size? I do think I should have that. Chunk size. I think I should have it somewhere calculated. Do I not? Is that the... Oh, here, chunk size. Is that it? Oh, I'll probably set a breakpoint here to see what that is. Oh, my eye has something that's annoying me. Whatever. Yeah, let's hit here. Chunk size 64, perfect. So that's actually what I wanted. The thing is, do we subdivide until the chunk size is hit? Yeah, we do. So this goes to depth, right? And this is probably depth 10, yeah. Which is fine. And yeah, the idea is that we basically just do that. So I want to combine the two shaders. Because I think they are more or less identical anyways. Right, so at the top, I kind of do the same thing. Because we need to anyways push in all the same data. Yeah. So I think what I will do is keep that. Do this and do a U and chunk depth. Depth at which the chunk, at which even if it's subdivided, the node is added to the chunk list. Or let's max chunk depth. The lowest resolution. Max chunk depth is the lowest resolution allowed for chunks. Chunks are further subdivided up until max depth, but are considered one. Nah, whatever. We don't need to specify that here. And then we have more padding here. Which I'm not sure if we still need, but yeah. And then we go here. basically do the same thing, or if it is at max depth, we do that, right? Is it max depth? Do we have that here? Yeah, we do. If is root force, well, actually, let's do something else. Let's do kind of this check. What was the root one? If the root is force, we skip that whole thing. Kinda makes sense. If is max depth. Which kind? Yeah. I think that's fair. We keep doing that, I guess. So I think that's fine, right? We could handle the root itself. Maybe special anyways. Do I even need to handle the root special? I mean, it doesn't really matter, right? We can do that. That one. I think the coordinate is fine. The center position we don't reassign. That one we don't reassign. The octree node we definitely don't do here. Orton index. And yeah, that is basically that. And then we keep going. And then, yeah, if it is max depth, is, well, actually we don't want to check that in that case. Here we want to check is max chunk depth. Then we do that. Or actually, if can do it a little different, right? Do we have a chunk index here? Yeah, we do. We probably want to have that here. And then this is basically 0. Then here we put the chunk index here. And if we are at max depth, then we set up the chunk index. I think that should do it. Yeah. And we basically do here chunk index. If we are at max chunk depth, then we do that. That should be fine. So that's this case. Right. Yeah. Now we have this other case here where we do a chunk index like that. Add that in there and just add a surface request. And we do the same thing here, just that we only do that. So if our depth is less than the U constants max chunk depth, then we do that. Otherwise we just take the chunk index. So that should be fine. Then we put that one. We can still put that here, just in case. And I think that should do it. And I think what we can do then is clear that. Have that as the actual max depth. And that is... yeah, that's a different depth, but yeah. We go here and have here. And then max chunk depth. Or chunk max depth? It was chunk max depth, right? Reconsider syncing the mask directly. Did I say that? Doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. So that one is now this. And push constants chunk max depth is terrain word oak tree depth. I'm just one padding here. Here we go up on tier depth. Let's actually add that there. So that is max depth. And we have an UI chunk max depth. Why not? Or that is actually the chunk max depth. This is max depth. All right. So that should famous last words. Okay, well that would be chunk max depth, but we don't really execute that anymore anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And then this is terrain word oak tree max depth. Ah, it's this that we wanted to do. Okay. Okay, let's do chunk max depth. I don't know. Unfortunate. Oh, well, we probably have a compiler already. Chunk start index. Yeah. Yeah, works. And I think it works the same as before. Error, wrong flat index. That's not good. Though, hold on, that might be a false positive. I think we need to do not in this one actually. In this one. Eh? Really? Is it not called that? No, it is called that. Eh? Oh, build chunk oak tree. Where? Why would it even be a thing here? What? Did I not? Damn it! Okay, this one save. This one save. Perfect. Thank you. That's exactly what I wanted. Okay. So we are running without any errors. Perfect. And that's already better. Because it gets rid of one useless computer shader. So we can basically kill one of them. So I think I want to basically remove that. That makes this simpler. Then we get rid of that. And we get rid of that. We can get rid of probably that. And then as well in the volume shader serializer. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Yeah. We need to adjust that, but we get rid of that. Yep. I think that should do it. That gets rid of one of them. Yeah, that one goes away as well. Oh yeah, that needs to be nicer as well, but whatever. Perfect. All right. So that was that part. That's part one of the things that I wanted to do. We can get rid of that and say delete. Thank you. Now we bring that over here. And then the other thing is that I want to do the child mask correct now. So basically, instead of splitting all of them, I try to find out which one I want to split basically. Where is it? ISO surface. Got that. Includes? Isn't it here? Oak tree split policy, yeah. So what I want to do is not that. But basically I want to get the size of each child. which would be that. So that's done, right? But then if that's not the case, evaluate each chart to get a valid mask. Valid and leaf mask. So that is basically that goes out into a function, and that just basically says bool should subdivide and we give it a vec3 node position and a float node extends, float max geometric error, float complex surface threshold. And then the other stuff, but yeah. Actually, hold on. With the 19 samples that we do in the complex one, right? Isn't that yeah, that is all the positions we need. So how about we sample them all together always? Oh, but then we need to do them again for the children, which is fine, we do that anyways, but this way we at least get like, or let's here sample or chart corner positions. Chart corner sample positions like that, and then we sample all of them. So basically we do 19 samples, right? "19 corner samples", just basically sample terrain at chart corner sample position 0. Is that correct? Well, I0. What is the second one? Let's interpolate position. Yeah, we don't need that. Yeah. So we just do one. Yeah, that didn't work. Okay, why don't we need to do it manually like that? Or actually, those go away. Okay. Okay. Okay, this is the center. Alright, so that would be node position, right? Would be the center sampler. Then we have a from to. Just basically that. Can I actually just do minus 0.5 plus 0.5? Does that work? Does it upgrade that? Does it just upgrade that to FX3? I am not sure. We will find out, I guess. And now we do that basically. We sample this 19 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That looks like we're doing more work than before, but in reality we probably do the same. At least that's the main goal. It's just that we shifted it up front. 12, 13, 14. 15, 16, 17, 18. And yeah, the main reason why I do that is so that I can reuse positions. I mean, I guess what I could do is try to see which positions I reuse, right? Because realistically, I only reuse a couple of them. And the ones I reuse are all in the middle of the cube, right? So maybe I do that. Maybe I only sample those ones. And the other ones, not do. No, that I think overcomplicates it actually. Probably overcomplicates it. I mean, we can think about that in the future, but for now we keep it like that. So we do that. I should probably have saved the previous version. We can revert, I guess. We can revert at the end and then have both versions so that we can run a comparison. That makes the most sense. Let's actually save that as Octree split policy 2. And then revert Octree split policy 1. Perfect. So we do that. Then how would that work? Center black, center left. So I need 8 corners, right? So what I want is our center is a little bit back 3, center is not position. Let's do that. Alright, so we can still do that, I don't care. Yeah, those should be actually X, Y, Z, but whatever. So I want center back is the middle, and then center left, and then I want... And that's bottom. And we want the middle, but do we have the middle? I mean, that one would be the middle. That one is the middle. So child 0. Let's write that down. Child 0 goes 0, 1, back left, back left, and then 2, probably. Actually, I think I have a GFX graph. Volume graph. Yes, this one. That might be that it matches what I have here. Is it? But where is it? Yeah, exactly this one. So I think it's like that, right? Center back bottom is this one. Or? Yeah. It's this one. Center left bottom. Wait. Yes. That. No. Wait. center, back bottom, yeah. And then this is center, left bottom, it's this one. Oof, that would be confusing to build. I will put that here. Alright, so we need, yeah, center, back, bottom, that's correct. And then we want center, or then we probably want center. So that would be this, which is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wrong. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. All right. So we have this, and then we want center left. Which would be center left 8, 8, and then we need from, which is is that only the green positions? That's only the green positions. So those are all actually only the shared ones. Yeah, and then we need from here. Which is fine, we will put it into this list. And then we need center left, which is 8, which we already have. Yeah, which is this one, and then we need center, which we have, this one as well. We need center back. Yeah. Center left bottom. What is that? Ah, yeah, that one. We need this one as well. Yes, 1. And we need center back 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 are missing. We need center back left 5. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 is missing. So we have center back. Do we have that one? Yeah. And we need center, which we have, which is 9. Then we have center right. No, we have center back right. Center back left, we have 5, yeah. And center back, yeah. Oh, we need this one. Center bottom left. Center left bottom. So 1. Yeah, okay, we have that. God damn it. We need this one. This is missing. Bottom. Center bottom, basically. This one, 2, is missing. Yeah. So that would be child 1. Do I have an overlap with anything that I have in my list there for lookups? Is the question. Probably not, right? But you never know. Where are my... Oh, here. No. 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 I mean, face edge to cube edge. No, that's not what we need. And this is as well not what we need. And that's as well not really what we need. Alright, so we don't have a lookup, but we probably will put it there. Ish. I mean, maybe not. Maybe we keep it in the octree split policy, but yeah. And let's order that one now, because normally we had here we have, so we need to order it basically in the same order. So we need to order it like that. So that would be from, and then we go minus, minus, and positive, sad. And that one is minus, 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 right? Yeah. So basically we go to this one, which is center bottom left. Center left bottom, so 1. And then we go up left, center, back. Center back left 5. And then here we go left, up, left, center, center. So center left 8. And then we go center, bottom, bottom. So 2. And then we go center, center, bottom, center. Now right, bottom, center. So this one 3, does that happen? No. Okay, so we have still 0, 9, So let's kill 8. Kill 5. Kill 2. So we have 0, 9 and 6 as options, and we are... Um, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're at this one. That would be 0, 5, 0, 5. That would be here. Ah, is it center? I think that's 9. No. Wait, which one is center bottom? 2. That's the one before that. Why did I add that as 2? That's left. I don't think that's correct here. Wait, so this is from, that's clear. That one is 1, 5, 8. Let's consider that one. That's again left, center, center, left, center, center. So that's that one. So that's that one. Which is this center left, which is 8, yeah. And then this one is center, bottom, back, center, bottom, back. So that's 0, okay. That's 0. And then we have 9, I think. Because... Or? That was center, bottom, back, and then this is center, bottom, center. Center, bottom, center, which was 2. Now we have center, center, back. Center, center, back. Which is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But the 9 is missing. The 9 would be... Ah, the 9 is 2. It's the corner 7 here. Alright. Let's actually add that here. Send from corner 0. And then here. Corner 7. And 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So then this is 2, 6, 9, 1, 3, 7, and 10. Yeah. And then child 1. Which for now we will as well do yeah, it doesn't really matter I think in what order we do it, but yeah. So basically how do we do that? We do this. I should have painted that somewhere. Oh, actually I did, right? Did paint that some. Where did I do that again? Here. I will put that as a screenshot next, because that makes it simpler to reason where to go. Because I think that is exactly how it is handled here, right? So if we double check, so we go from to 2, and 2 is center, left, bottom. Yeah. Which is this one, and then we should go up, back. So 6 is center, back, left. Yeah, center, back, left. Wait. Left, back, center. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah. Yes. All good. All right. Do we have any messages? No. So let's continue. I have my second screen fully occupied, so I can't really see anything anyways on the second monitor. Okay, so child 1. We do that as well. Where is my browser? Here. So we do this. So that's basically center, back, bottom. We begin center, back, bottom. We begin. So we begin at 1. And this is 0. We begin at 1, and then we go forward into center, bottom, which is 3. And then we go back, center, back, which is 7. Is that correct? So we go from this to this to this, yeah. And now we go to this one, which would be center, so that would be 10. And then from there we go down, back, so here. So that's right, back, which we don't have here. Okay, so that would be back, right corner, and then we go from there, we go front, so center, right, bottom, center, right, bottom, 4. Bit that, and then we go center, no, back, Right center. Or like center back right. Center back right 8. And then from there we go center right. Which is 11. Okay. So I think those are all. Chart 2. Which here would be this front one. So we go from center to center front. To... Well, actually not that. That is center bottom. So we go from 3 to 13 to 10. Because we go back up. And then we go center top. No. Center front. Center front 13. Wait, what? Oh, then this is 13. And this has to be center front bottom. So 5. Go from 3 to 5. So we go from center bottom to center front bottom to center, yes, and then to center front 13, yes. And then we go right bottom, center, center right bottom, center right bottom 4. And then from there we go to front right corner, bottom, back, bottom, and then we are there, and then we go up to center right, basically just center right, so 11, and from there we go to center, no, not center, front, yeah, I mean right center front, center right front, center front right, yeah, I think that is it, so that's 14. Jesus, I mean we will spend the whole stream doing that probably. Chart 3. Is that one okay? So there we begin with center bottom left. Center, yeah, left bottom 2. Then we go to corner front, corner bottom left. Then we go to center left, 9. Then we go to center front left, center left center, front, center, front, left. That's in the center. Yeah, that's 12, right? Yeah. Then we're there. And then we go here, which is... Wait. 9 was center left. Yeah, and then center front left. Okay, yeah. And then we go down there, which is bottom center. Which is 3. Then we go bottom, front, center. Center, front, bottom. 5. And then we go node center, which is 10. And center front, which is 13. Yeah, that looks fine. Alright, halfway there. So here we start back there. So that starts with the center center left back. Center back left 6. Now we go here, center left to 9. And then we go to back back left top. And then we go to center top left. Center. So that's left top center. Yeah, 16. And then we go to center back to 7. And then we go to node center. And then we go to center back center. No, not center actually. Well, yeah, center on the X. Back top. Center back top. 15. And then we go to center top. 17. I think that should be it. Child 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. Child 5. Yes, I'm counting it right. Don't worry. I have a cheat sheet. I have, well, a cheat sheet. I have a screenshot of my ordering of the corners. And then I have this web page here where the dots are basically to orient myself. All good. I'm trying to basically build up the list of corner positions for all 8 children so that we sample them once. And then I can save on the octree node if a node is subdivided or not based on that by moving the check if we need to subdivide or not one execution step higher. Before it was like each node individually checked itself if it needs to be subdivided. Now the parent checks if the child wants to be subdivided, basically. So we will still do the same amount of checks, but they are like one offset. But hello and welcome. At least I think. I wonder how would oxygen render that cube. Yeah, I mean, I guess I will find out in the future. So 5 is this one, okay. So basically we start... Wait. Am I not starting? Basically... Wait, here? Right? That one. 1, 3, 7, 10. Yeah, exactly. I'm starting basically with those 4, I think. 7, 10, 15, 17. Because that is center back to 15, which is center back top. Is that correct? Oh no, wait, I go to 10, sorry, 10, which is center. Yeah, and then center back top, and then 17 should be center top. Yeah, okay, perfect. So my logic goes correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh yeah, and then front. Wait, but shouldn't those share? I guess not. Or at 3. Ah, yeah, this one and this one share it around. Yeah, all good. Good. So we are already here at 17. 17 is this corner, so we go center, right back, center, back, center, right back. Where are you? Center back right. That is right in the center, in the back. Yeah, perfect. So we want 8. And then we want center right. Which is 11. And then we go to back right top corner, back right top, yeah. Let's do that. And then we go to top center right, or center right top, probably I called it. Center right top, yeah, 18. Well, that one was quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did I cut that? I think right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. And then let's do child 6. And child 6 is this one, so we do child 7 first, because then we can steal that one. For the first 4 again. The child 7 is for the last 4. Well, it doesn't really... Well, whatever. I think it doesn't matter, but whatever. Yeah, maybe. Maybe we can do that. Yeah, I mean, maybe you saw I pushed quite a lot of changes. Actually, did it compile? I was a little bit busy off stream. But I probably didn't compile. Yeah, I didn't. I need to fix the pipeline again. But I did a couple of changes, so shaders are now reloaded. I mean, I kind of did that on stream a little bit. But then I did as well some splitting in preparation for 0.5 of the asset, like the textures, not textures, assets. And some other stuff, mostly restructuring the code a little bit, making it a little bit nicer to maintain, I think. Splitting like the graphics API, like the graphics system. The old graphics API is now called graphics system. The old graphics system is killed, and there is a Windows system now, which handles the Windows. So basically, the Windows system will be responsible for creating multiple windows in the editor. In the game, it probably is a dead system, more or less. It just has one window, right? But it still makes it easier to work with. And the settings are a little bit nicer. So I eliminated the thing that you complained with the journals application, right? So my settings are now as well only stored in the actual systems that need it and not double stored anymore. Which is kind of nice, I think. Alright, let's finish that for today, and then I think I will call it a day. Because it's already quite late, and I think we will finish exactly on time. So it's this node. So we begin at center left. And then we go to center, like left, center, front. That's, yeah, left, center, front. So 12. Wait, this, yeah, that's correct. And then we go to top, right, left, sorry, center, left, top. Yeah, I think that's this one, 16. And then we go to front, left, top. And then we go down to node center, so 10. And then we go to front center, 13. And then we go to top center, center top, 17. And then we go to center front top, 19. And then this is duplicated here, because that is center to center front, which is 13, yeah. And then 17 and 19, center top, center front top, exactly. And then we go down there, which is center right. I mean, I'm getting a hang of it. 11. And then we go to center front right, which is 18. Which makes sense because that's the last one here. And then we go to center top right, center right top. Yeah. Wait. $11 was center right. Now we go to center front right. Sorry, this one. 14. We go to 14 first, right? The correct, we go... Yeah, we go to 14 and then we go to 18, which is center right top. Yeah. And now we go to corner 07, which is 21. 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, perfect. All right. I'm not sure about that. They have 2 windows? I don't think so. Do you have a screenshot or a video of that? Because maybe we are not talking about the same window. I'm not quite sure why the menu would be a separate window. No, in Tomb Raider it's not a separate window, or? Am I stupid? Am I remembering it wrong? It's still one window, right? I mean, one Windows window, basically. Because you cannot move it anywhere on the screen or something like that. That's more like what I'm thinking of Windows. Really? Really? What? Tomb Raider setting. Ah, is it this one or what? Yeah, okay. Let me switch Discord account to the off like Ah, you sent it. No, where did you say? Ah, here. Ah, that one. Okay, yeah, that's a launcher. Okay, I see what you mean. Yeah, I'm not sure about the launcher. Yeah. I mean, probably we need something like that, yeah, eventually. I mean, that's kind of that, right? I mean, same thing. Yeah, okay. Ah, yeah, here. Okay. Yeah, maybe, yeah. Maybe we do that with the windowing system, yeah. Fair. Could work, yes. Might be a good use case for the windowing system, maybe, yeah. Didn't think about that. Didn't consider a launcher. I consider this a launcher, and yeah, technically it could run in the same application, more or less. I mean, the journal does it even worse, right? Isn't he like, doesn't he have a while loop around the application and restarts the whole application? He has like a while loop in the main, and then the application itself has a while loop, something like that. Isn't it like bizarre like that, so that he can restart The engine. Oh, okay. I should look it up again. I don't want to open a solution on the stream because I don't know if that's allowed. I have it like synced. But yeah, I always refrain from doing that because I'm not sure if it's what he wants. Let me quickly rearrange the children. So child 3 is child 1. Child 1 is child 4. Child 2 is child 5. I'm ordering it said order. Child 4 is child 2. Child 7 is child 3. Child 6 here is child 7. Child 5 is child 6. And do we have a duplicate one now? I don't think so. So they are now set ordered basically. They are. I can show it in a second. Ah, what? No, what? God damn it. Chart 5. So they are now, instead of doing this, where is my browser? Well, actually, I should have maybe made a screenshot. So instead of that, I shuffled them in set order. Set order object. Do images exist for that? I mean, it's basically that. You couldn't think of it as well as that, but it's a little bit, yeah, so 0, like, it's like shifted, like that would be the x coordinate like that. So it's like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, that's actually not set ordered. Hold on. This is set order. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? You go like in a zigzag pattern. There's really not a good picture for that. Insane. And I don't think I have it somewhere. But yeah, it's basic. No, it's, yeah, I mean, it kinda is like that ish. Ah, because if you have it Y and Z like that, okay. Yeah, probably kinda like that. It's a little bit differently ordered. Alright. Ah, true, actually, his license is kind of busted, right? Actually, I don't know why he even did that to begin with. His license is crazy. Well, that he wants like money for it. Initially. Yeah, I'm not sure where I put the corners in, but we will figure that out tomorrow. I will call it a day for today. But yeah, probably that's a good idea what you said with the windowing system taking over that. I will think probably off stream fix the pipelines on the build runs again. Now that I have one person here that is somewhat, I'd say, halfway interested in what I'm doing. I wanted to ask a question, someone that has an opinion and someone that I kinda trust with his opinion. It's like really not a big thing, it's naming things, as usual. So currently I have engine systems, right? Those are the things that you register for the engine. So the input system, for example, the input action system, graphics system, volume system, entity component system, and whatnot. Most of it always boils down to one of those here. But the graphics system, for example, has two systems inside. The input module as well has two systems inside. The input system and the input action system. But I'm curious if system is a good name or if I should rename it to module. I'm on the fence about that. If it should be iEngine system or iEngine module, and then the, for example, graphics system is not called graphics system but graphics module. The reasoning behind me arguing with myself about that, if it should be called system or module, is mostly because we have as well entity component systems, and I don't want to confuse people with like having two things that are called system but they're different. Because you have entity component system. I mean, technically they can be, right? I mean, you register them, that's the only thing you do. You register them, but then you can add them or not in your runtime. So you would argue module, if I understand it correctly. So you would call them input module, input action module, and stuff like that. I mean, you see, I already did volume module here. Yeah. Because I always went back and forth between naming it module and system because I couldn't really decide, and I want to get that out of the way, probably with 0.5. That last part I don't understand. So you would name them as modules, but what do you mean with keep them as systems? Maybe we can talk in Discord, I don't know, if you don't want to talk here. Because it's just about the naming for me. I would leave everything as is, it would just be here register module, right, instead of register system. And then this would be the project, right? Earlicht module, which would be the game project. Ah, you mean in a namespace? Okay. I think I have to ask you a little bit more what you mean with that, because I don't really see the benefit of that. I mean, maybe. Let's talk in Discord. I will call it a day. As I said, I will fix the compile errors. Ah, okay, that's what you... okay. Yeah. I mean, okay, yeah. Yeah, I mean, so probably you would say it's... But... Would you move then this into like a sub thing, right? Would you call this window module, right? Because that would be the thing I would do. But then you would do here another namespace. So this would become as well register module. And then here this would be modules or something like that. Is that what you... Well, let's talk. Thank you very much for joining. I will be back tomorrow. And yeah, then we will finish... Well, not finish, but we will continue with that refactor. And making the terrain a little bit more efficient in the generation. So that's the whole point of what I'm doing here, basically. Because then we can address, like with the children being evaluated earlier, I can do a little bit more optimizations, I think, if everything works out how I want it to be. Alright. So yeah, see you tomorrow 7:30. Have a nice rest of your evening. Goodbye.